All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, June 6, 2018. All right, so today we have the moon still in Aquarius, as was the case yesterday. So great time for getting in touch with our individuality, our freedom of self-expression, and possibly our community or get in touch with global matters as well. So with that, we do have some collectively challenging energy today. Mercury is going to be squaring up to Neptune, as well as the sun squaring Neptune going into tomorrow. So Neptune is that planet of wanting to escape or idealize. And so working with that constructively through possibly healthy spiritual practices, healthy imagination, creativity, that type of stuff can be great here today. And we are easing up off of some maybe busy energy from yesterday when Mercury was conjunct the sun. That's easing up, and maybe integrating some transformation that we may have had with our values yesterday, or possibly our relationships. All right, so let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Wednesday. Again, this channel is for true sidereal astrology, looking at the actual size of the constellation. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down below because the signs are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so Aquarius, the moon here suggesting a theme around freedom of self-expression, likely today, as was the case yesterday. Just really getting in touch with our individuality. Right, Aquarius is really accessing our true self, and through that, the freedom of our true self and expressing that however it might be. And usually the expression of Aquarius is through our communities, our network circles, and maybe our progressive side through focusing at the world at large, future matters, future inspirations, things involving that forward-thinking mind. Usually the theme with Aquarius. And always good just to be cultivating this type of energy with the moon here. All right, so of course we still do have this whole cycle, lunar cycle, about Taurus. Still a great time for cultivating those inner resources. In fact, we are in the third quarter phase now between the sun and moon, which means roughly about a week ago we had that full moon. And that would have been a time of doing a status check. And so since the past week, it's been a really good time of implementing any insights or shifts you may have had since last week. So this part of the week, great time to challenge ourselves to, again, integrate any of this energy, these insights that we've been developing this past week. So let's take a look at the transits here today. Again, some collectively challenging energy. This, of course, just means that there is this more constructive way of working with it through being aware of the energy, right? Through bringing that conscious attention to what is trying to be integrated here today. So a lot of it's involving Mercury and the sun, actually. So we had this conjunction yesterday, Mercury and the sun. And so since yesterday, there has been a bit of this maybe busy energy with the mind, maybe this type of fire behind our communication, maybe a bit of cross circuits, if you feel it that way. Just a lot of that energy of the sun behind our thoughts, communication, and routine. So that is easing up here today, but still in orb. But those two planets are going to be squaring up to Neptune. So Neptune is the planet of our dreams and ideals, and it's also our spirituality. So the challenging energy with this is that Neptune has this tendency to want to dissolve when in a square like this. So maybe we're wanting to dissolve, right, so to speak, or escape, right, or have these wandering ideals and dreams that can be a form of escape. Or maybe the other extreme, not enough present moment awareness through maybe apathy or lethargy or that kind of a thing. So it's not, with Neptune in a square, the natural tendency is towards an imbalance of really not wanting to be in the present moment, essentially. So that's the constructive way of working with it. What can we do today to observe the mind, be present, maybe do some spiritual activities that will bring in what we're truly wanting, which is that peace, right? The reason there is that wanting to escape is that we are essentially wanting peace. So really good day for doing spiritual activities such as meditation, yoga perhaps, prayer, anything that helps us get into that acceptance of what is, live presently, and fundamentally find that peace. Also, modernly, Neptune's all about psychology. Could be a great day for, diving deep with psychology, that type of stuff, in the scientific area with Aquarius, certainly possible as well. All right, so that's going to be probably the strongest energy of the day, actually, and going into tomorrow, the sun will also be squaring up to that Neptune. So that's, very much the same type of energy, but it does involve our life force a bit. So maybe, again, lowered energy, the water cooling, the fire of the sun, all right, this type of stuff. But again, the practice is essentially the same, that of bringing in constructive, healthy ways of cultivating peace in our life, which is what this square is ultimately about. All right, so that's pretty much the energy, because the moon is going to be conjoining Neptune, which is activating this from the lunar cycle as well. And this does mean we are in the third quarter phase, which is always a good time for challenging ourselves to, again, integrate any insights from the last full moon. And in this context, doing the work, right? The constructive approach to cultivating healthy mind, healthy peace, healthy routine. This type of stuff can be fantastic. And I also want to mention, too, we are easing up off of a opposition between Venus and Pluto from yesterday. So there may have been a transformation or new perspective of our values and possibly relationships, which, if it was deep, that's easing up as the day unfolds, but still nonetheless a great day for integrating whatever these shifts of our values might have been since yesterday. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Aquarius, though, the backdrop, great for, again, that individuality, freedom of being our true self and contributing, and continuing with this cycle of Taurus of cultivating our inner resources. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.